My name is Anna. I'm the Supply Chain Logistics Director for GlaxoSmithKline. I look after the Asia region.
My name is Suresh Nanu. I am the General Manager of Century Batteries, which deals in automotive batteries.
My name is Azni Raiza Mohammed Sarif. I'm currently the Manager of Business Development for Logistics and Chartering of Petro Trading Labuan Company Limited, a full subsidiary of Petronas.
Okay. I think the other aspect of these presentations has been the way in which it's been presented, and you can go for something that will take half an hour, but if you present it correctly and concisely, which is what they've done in one screen, you can get across a lot of ideas and really understand the amount of work that's gone behind it. Okay. So I think that was a great piece of incisive presentation.
I think the projects presented were all very interesting, and probably due to the fact that their collaboration with the industries, they're all very real issues which we supply chain practitioners are facing on a day-to-day basis. So it's the issues are very real, and the research they did were very interesting, and the outcomes were some of them, I think, very thought-provoking. So overall, very, very
from the
very good
industry
work.
Point of view, I believe, even though there's no from Petronas right today, but from the industry point of view, I believe that the overall thesis has touched what they are expected to deliver. The one that been assigned to them, they have managed to capture the gist of it and managed to deliver what the sponsor are looking for.
I must say, when I first came here, I thought it was going to be a much more theoretical experience. I was pleasantly surprised and pleasantly informed with the various projects that you've done, and I've been to a number of these thesis projects. I think the applicability is what has impressed me. So what has been of particular interest to me has been inventory management, logistics and supply chain, that part of it, and the interactions that I've had through the presentations. One of the presentations was really about the sourcing strategies, balancing efficiency versus risk, optimal routing and scheduling, for example, all of which gave me some ideas and opened my mind towards what is happening in the world, especially with Internet of Things, and these are terms and ideas which are new to me, and I think that's been the major benefit of this.
Well, I think most of them are very practical, like I said, because the problems are real problems which they've actually embarked to solve. And the solutions they are providing, the recommendations they're providing, although it's specific to the company they're working for, but I think many of them have generic application. And I think many of them will be very useful across multiple industries, not just their specific sponsors.
I can say that most thesis, from what I heard here, from the explanation, most of them can be applied back to the industry. Even some of the people who came here to listen to the thesis, they don't have a very clear picture and understanding about the whole process. But some of the students even managed to demonstrate very good understanding of the whole process and explain. And that gave a new perspective towards the whole thing that they want to see. Sometimes it is not even theirs, right? But this is something what we call as adaptation of process that we can do at our working place.
So the quality of staff that you have and the quality of the students, I think, really has been impressive. They've come from various backgrounds around the world, which I think adds to this whole melting pot of ideas that you've managed to create within MSCM. And I really commend you. I think it's been an excellent experience for me in particular. And I'll be going back with a lot of ideas on hopefully utilizing some of the resources that you have here.
Right. I'm actually very impressed by the students I've met today. I think what came across very clearly is their ability to search for information. That capability came through, and how they have through this process even acquired different skills in terms of analytics. That came across. So I think we've got great self-learners, self-motivators, and a number of them are very, very articulate, and you could see great leaders in some of them. So very impressed overall.
Since these students, right, they are here with backgrounds because they've been working before, right? Some of them are able to link back what they have experienced in their working life and integrate with the whole supply chain knowledge that they have gained from MSCM. Because I experienced it just now, where there was a question which is out of scope from what they are doing, but the student, he's managed to relate back to what he had already experienced and give his opinion in that, even though it's not within the scope of the thesis.
Right.
And it's very impressive.
Okay.
I from my point of view, it's very impressive, and that is something that you want to see in a quality of a potential staff, I think.
Highly positive. I think I put 5 on most of your ratings, if not all. So I would certainly recommend others to acquaint themselves with supply chain and the whole area of improving their business through SCM management, because I think it will touch every single business as we go forward.
For me personally, it's been very energizing, I must say, right? Having been in supply chain for more than 20 years now, I mean, to see young talents, see what they can do in such a short period of time to come up with the solutions they have just on their own, albeit with some coaching, I'm sure. But for me, it's been a very energizing experience to see, young talents.
Okay.
So I'm very, very impressed.
Right.
Personally gained a lot from it.
Other mode, it is the learning curve that you are increasing today by looking at other people's process, which you can adapt and adopt in yours, right? And the most important thing that I believe is actually that there is a venue where you can mutually benefit from for the student and from the industry. We collaborate to have a win-win situation where the student will achieve what they are expecting from MSCM, and the industry will be benefiting a lot because in terms of cost effectiveness, I believe it is huge, right? Not mentioning about process improvement only, but the benefit that you are reaping from these students. That's my takeaway.